Hey guys, this is a video about, based off the title, obviously you can probably tell, another video about Hammond B3X, and it is essentially um, me responding to people who wanted me to make more videos about Hammond B3X, the functionality of it and how it works in a live setting. And like I said, I've used this for revivals, church services, funerals, weddings, the whole nine, and even some secular gigs, and every single time. And I'm not talking about the common man. I'm talking about other organists, other musicians, other people who know what a Hammond is supposed to sound like. Will come up to me and say, "Hey, this sounds like an actual Hammond. How did you get this sound to sound like this?" And really, it's just the things it's the app itself. Because I haven't tweaked a lot inside of the app, with the exception of like a little bit of EQ and the acceleration, deceleration of my Leslie. But other than that, everything else is like pretty factory. But yeah, let's get into it. See what the organ sounds like. I'm already full out, so we can go ahead and church it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It don't get no easier than that to explain, or to demonstrate that it sounds like an actual Hammond and that it sounds like church, right? And so, if you want to get into like more of a worship feel, right? Like I said, it sounds legit to me. There's some purists out there just gonna be like, no, that's not the one. That's not it. And it's like, okay, I can't help you. If you want to go and buy an XK5, which even they'll say like that's not pure. Sure, go ahead, right ahead, or a Viscount again, which they might say not isn't even pure. Or if you want to tug around a B3 and a Leslie, and a U-Haul, or every single time you go and gig, your prerogative. But for those of us who want a little bit more portability, if that's a word, and more functionality in our everyday lives, this setup is it. So, not gonna ramble too much on, and I'm just going to show my setup. All right, guys. So here's my setup. And so there's some differences from the original video. Oh my God, my mic skills suck. There's some differences from the original video. The first one being, obviously, there's a wood case around my setup now, and that wood case is just a cedar chest that I saw on Facebook Marketplace that a guy was selling for like $30, and I was like, why not? It fit my stuff in perfectly, and it cleans up all the wires and cords in the back, making it less of an eyesore. And so yeah, so that's the first thing, and it gives it like a Hammond look, and I put that in air quotes, a Hammond look. Um, and so yeah, it just looks more. It just looks cleaner. Second thing I added, um, Crewmar Half Moon switch, and I just ran that from because it has a TRS spot into my sustain port on my Novation, and it's a 3-stop switch. However, obviously sustains only have 2 stops on it for sustain and not sustain, so it only functions as a slow and fast, which works for me because I don't really like turn the Leslie off ever. So um, that works for me. So yeah, it's just 2-stop switch. And then third thing that I added is a second drawbar setting that I saw on Amazon that controls my upper bars, or my lower manual, excuse me. And then the ones on the Novation actually that handles the drawbars for um, the actual Novation itself. And so yeah, they all work. They all are mapped. And then the last thing is I upgraded my USB hub to an HP USB hub because it powers all of my stuff by itself and charges my iPad. When I first started recording videos, I had 37%, and now I'm at 100%. Right, so obviously it works. It charges, and that works for me. And then nothing's changed down here. I've made other videos on the JG3 pedals, so and they feel good. They work fine, function as they should. And so, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, just hit me up in the comments or AC Glass 1 on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, Reddit, or Aaron Glass on Facebook.